My fiancé said, "Your daughter calls me mom now, it's time she forgets about her real mother." I replied, "The wedding is off." Then she realized what my late wife left behind. I'm 34 years old and I'm a single father to the most incredible 6-year-old girl named Emma. Her mother, my wife Sarah, died in a car accident when Emma was just 2 years old. A drunk driver ran a red light. Sarah died at the scene. Emma was home with my mother that night. She doesn't remember the accident, but she knows her mama is gone. The first 2 years after Sarah died were the darkest of my life. I had to grieve my wife while raising a toddler who kept asking when mommy was coming home. My parents moved in with us for a year to help. Therapy helped too, both for me and eventually for Emma. We created rituals to keep Sarah's memory alive, looking at photo albums, visiting her grave on birthdays, talking about her whenever Emma asked questions. By the time Emma was 4, we'd found our rhythm. Just the two of us, figuring out life together. I wasn't looking for anyone. Dating felt impossible and honestly, disloyal, even though everyone told me Sarah would want me to be happy. Then I met Olivia at a work conference 2 years ago. She was charming, beautiful, worked in marketing for a partner company. We talked for hours. She seemed understanding when I told her about Sarah, about Emma. She said she admired single fathers, that it took a special kind of strength. We dated long distance for 6 months before she relocated for a job opportunity in my city. Things got serious. Emma seemed to like her. Olivia was patient at first, never pushed too hard, let Emma warm up to her naturally. After a year of dating, I proposed. Emma was 5 then, and she seemed happy about it. Olivia had been good to her, playing with her, reading bedtime stories when she stayed over. I thought we could be a family. That's when things started to change. Small things at first. Olivia suggesting we take down some of Sarah's photos. Not all of them, just maybe not in every room? It might help Emma adjust. I said no, firmly. Those photos stay up. Olivia backed off, said she understood. Then she started correcting Emma. My daughter called her Miss Olivia, which felt natural and appropriate. But Olivia began hinting that Emma could call her mom if she wanted to. It's okay, sweetie. I'm going to be your new mommy soon. I pulled her aside. Sarah is her mom. You can be Olivia, or even a bonus mom eventually, but Sarah is mom. She was her mom. Past tense. I'm going to be raising her. Don't you think it's confusing for Emma to have a dead mother taking up space in her head? That sentence made my skin crawl, but I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she just phrased it badly. It's not confusing for Emma. We talk about Sarah in age-appropriate ways. She knows her mother loved her. Olivia dropped it, but I could tell she wasn't happy. 6 months before the wedding, things escalated. Emma had a nightmare one night and woke up crying. I was exhausted from work and Olivia, who was staying over, offered to help. I heard her go into Emma's room. I was half asleep when I heard Olivia's voice through the baby monitor we still kept in Emma's room. "Sweetheart, you need to stop having these dreams about your old mommy. I'm your mommy now. Your other mommy is gone and she's not coming back. You need to let her go." I was in Emma's room in seconds. Emma was sobbing. I picked her up, told Olivia to leave the room, and spent an hour comforting my daughter. When Emma finally fell back asleep, I found Olivia in the kitchen. What the hell was that? What? I was trying to help her process her grief. By telling her to forget her mother? I didn't say forget. I said let go. There's a difference. She's having nightmares, clearly she's not processing this in a healthy way. She's 6 years old and she lost her mother. Nightmares are normal. What's not normal is you telling her to replace Sarah with you. We argued until 3 in the morning. Olivia insisted she was trying to help, that Emma needed to move forward and that I was keeping Emma stuck in the past by keeping Sarah's memory so present. I told her she was out of line. She eventually apologized, said she'd overstepped, that she was just anxious about becoming a stepmom. I wanted to believe her. The wedding was 6 months away. We'd sent invitations. Her family was involved. I convinced myself it was pre-wedding jitters manifesting badly. But it kept happening. Little comments. Suggesting we stop visiting Sarah's grave so often. Asking if Emma really needed to keep the stuffed rabbit Sarah had given her. It's falling apart anyway, wouldn't a new toy be better? Talking about redecorating Emma's room and removing the photos Sarah had hung. Each time, I shut it down. Each time, Olivia would apologize and back off. But the pattern was clear. She wasn't just trying to be Emma's stepmom. She was trying to erase Sarah. 3 weeks ago, everything came to a head. It was late afternoon and Emma was playing in her room. I was making dinner when Emma came running to the kitchen, crying so hard she could barely breathe. "Daddy, Miss Olivia took Mama's box." My heart stopped. The box. Before Sarah died, she'd made a memory box for Emma. Letters to be opened at different milestones: first day of kindergarten, 10th birthday, high school graduation, wedding day. Small gifts. Photos. A journal Sarah had kept during her pregnancy. It was irreplaceable. I kept it in my closet, on the top shelf. Emma knew about it but understood it was precious, and we only looked at it on special occasions. I found Olivia in our bedroom, the box open on the bed, going through its contents. "What are you doing?" My voice was deadly quiet. "We need to talk about this box. Emma is getting too attached to it. She asked to see it today, and I think you went into my closet, took down Sarah's memory box, and opened it without asking me? I'm about to be your wife. This is going to be my closet too. And honestly, this box is a problem. Emma is 6 years old and she's clinging to a mother she barely remembers. It's not healthy. Get out." "Excuse me? Get out of my house. Right now." Olivia's face went red. "You're seriously kicking me out over a box?" "I'm kicking you out for disrespecting my late wife, for trying to erase her from my daughter's life, and for going through our private things without permission. Get out." She didn't move, so I started gathering her things from around the house. Clothes from the closet, toiletries from the bathroom, the drawer she kept in my dresser. I put it all in bags and set them by the front door. "You're insane," she said. "I'm trying to help Emma have a normal life and you're sabotaging it. A normal life doesn't mean forgetting her mother. Leave your key and go." She threw the key at me and left, slamming the door. Emma was watching from the hallway, still crying. I sat down with her, held her, and promised her that nobody would ever take Mama's box away again. That night, after Emma fell asleep, I looked through the memory box myself. I hadn't opened it in a while. Inside were Sarah's letters, each one sealed in an envelope marked for different ages and occasions. There was also a legal document I'd forgotten about. When Sarah was pregnant with Emma, we'd updated our wills. Sarah had included a specific clause. If anything happened to her, she wanted Emma to receive a trust fund she'd set up, money from her life insurance, some investments her grandmother had left her. The trust was substantial. About $1.2 million, to be held until Emma turned 25, with allowances for education expenses before that. Sarah had also specified that the money was for Emma only, not to be accessed by any step-parent or future spouse of mine. Her lawyer had made sure it was ironclad. I'd set up the trust after Sarah died, but honestly, I'd been so deep in grief that I'd filed the paperwork and tried not to think about it. The money sat in investments, managed by a financial advisor. I didn't touch it. I made good money as a senior engineer. Emma and I were comfortable. The trust was her future, her security, her mother's final gift. Looking at those documents now, I realized something. Olivia had been asking a lot of questions lately about Emma's college fund. About whether we'd need to adjust our finances after the wedding. About life insurance policies. I'd thought she was just being practical about blending finances. Now I wondered if she'd been fishing for information. The next day, I called off the wedding. I sent a group message to both families explaining that Olivia and I had fundamental disagreements about co-parenting and we decided not to move forward. I didn't go into details. I didn't trash Olivia publicly. I just ended it. Olivia called me 14 times that day. I didn't answer. Finally, she showed up at my house that evening. My mother was there watching Emma, thank God. "We need to talk about this," Olivia said at the door. "There's nothing to talk about. I love you. I love Emma. I made some mistakes, but we can work through this. Don't throw away our future over one argument." "It wasn't one argument, Olivia. It's been months of you trying to erase Sarah. I can't marry someone who wants my daughter to forget her mother." "I never said forget. I said move on. There's a difference." "Not to a 6-year-old, there isn't." She switched tactics, her voice turning softer. "Think about Emma. She needs a mother figure. She's already calling me mom, did you know that? She whispered it to me last week. She wants this family as much as we do." That was a lie. Emma still called her Miss Olivia. But even if it were true, it wouldn't change anything. Emma has a mother. Her name was Sarah. You could have been a wonderful bonus parent, but you wanted to replace her instead. That was your choice. Olivia's face hardened. "This is about money, isn't it?" My stomach dropped. What? Sarah's trust fund for Emma. I saw the documents in the box. $1.2 million that I'd never have access to. That's what this is really about. You don't want to share. There it was. She had been going through the box looking for information. Get off my property. That money should benefit our whole family. If I'm raising Emma, I should have a say in. You're not raising Emma. You're never going to be around Emma again. Leave now or I'm calling the police. She left, screaming obscenities. My mother had already taken Emma upstairs so she wouldn't hear. Over the next week, Olivia tried everything. Crying voicemails. Angry texts. Her mother called, saying I was being cruel and unreasonable. Her friends reached out on social media, calling me a heartless crap who was denying Emma a mother. I blocked everyone and moved on. Here's what kills me, I would have happily blended our finances. The trust fund never factored into my decision making. But Olivia's reaction when I ended things showed me exactly who she was. She wasn't heartbroken about losing me or Emma. She was angry about losing access to Sarah's money. 2 weeks ago, I took Emma to visit Sarah's grave. We brought flowers, sat on the grass, and Emma told her mama about kindergarten, about her friends, about the dance class she just started. Miss Olivia wanted me to call her mama, Emma said quietly. But you're my mama. Even if you're in heaven. My heart broke and healed at the same time. That's right, sweetheart. I'm daddy and mama is mama. If I ever meet someone special again, there'll be something different. Something just as important, but not mama. Mama is always mama. Emma seems satisfied with that. Last week, I heard through mutual friends that Olivia is telling people I'm a psycho widower who won't let go of his dead wife, that I'm emotionally abusing Emma by forcing her to worship a mother she doesn't remember, that she dodged a bullet. Let her tell whatever story she needs. The people who matter know the truth. I'm 34 years old, single again, out the deposits on a cancelled wedding. My daughter still has nightmares sometimes. We still look at mama's photos. We still visit her grave. And we're both doing okay. Sarah's memory isn't a burden or an obstacle. It's a gift. It's proof that Emma came from love, that her mother fought to stay alive for her, that she'll never be forgotten. The right person, when I'm ready and if I ever find them, will understand that. They won't try to erase Sarah. They'll honor her memory while building something new with us. Olivia wanted to be the only mother Emma ever really knew. She wanted the title, the role, and apparently the financial benefits, without respecting the woman who actually gave Emma life. That's not love. That's erasure. Emma deserves better. Sarah deserves better. And so do I. The memory box is back on the top shelf of my closet, safe and untouched. Emma knows it's there whenever she needs it. And someday, when she's older and opens those letters her mama wrote, she'll know that her father protected her mother's memory with everything he had. That's worth more than any wedding, any relationship, any amount of money. Some things are irreplaceable. Some people are unforgettable. And anyone who can't understand that doesn't deserve a place in our lives.